Hello, my name is Ilona, and this is more of a thought video, and this is really to just put some thoughts into a video and just see how you see things. I'm hoping to see some opinions, how you view this. This is about self-love, and self-love is so important, but so difficult to truly experience and feel throughout in yourself, and to truly love yourself. And I'm really speaking of my own experience and of course what I see around me, but obviously that is of course clouded by my own filters and how I view the world. But I really want to talk about that because I've noticed myself that it is very difficult, even though I'm very aware of things, to truly love myself. I still have some behaviors that really do not show any love for myself, if you really truly look at it. And maybe you've noticed yourself in your life that there are things happening, or some behaviors, or if you're in friendships or relationships or just life in general, that you notice that there isn't really the respect that you deserve, or that you feel that you deserve, the love that you're really searching for, the understanding. Then you know that truly deep down you don't really love yourself, because if that was the case, you would see it reflected in the life around you. So this is very interesting. What is self-love? Well, first of all, you take very good care of yourself, health-wise, what you put in your body, how you take care of your body, of course, clothing. You can see it in a very broad spectrum. Do you take care of yourself? Do you have patience with yourself? Are you mild? Do you trust yourself? That's a very important one as well, because ultimately we are of course children of God. We are a spiritual being in a human experience, and if we trust ourselves, ultimately we trust God and we trust life. There are not a lot of people, at least not in my environment, that truly, and I'm speaking about myself as well, obviously, because that's why I'm in the circumstances that I'm in, that really truly trust life, trust ourselves. And it's very, very interesting to see. So really self-love, trusting yourself, accepting yourself, very important one. Do you accept everything inside of yourself, all your behaviors, everything that's happening? So that means your dark side as well, and your light side in a way. I've noticed that a lot of people are capable of saying all the things, awful things about themselves, but are not capable of saying, well, good things about themselves. That can take a lot of time before they can look at themselves in a good light. And of course, we've been programmed. It's very, very important to understand that we've been programmed for a long time to look outside of ourselves. We've, of course, have also past lifetimes. At least if I speak for my own experience, I've had past lifetimes as religious lifetimes. And obviously in most religion, you're taught that you're awful, that you're, something wrong with you, and you need to do all these things to fix yourself, because then you can, enter heaven or enter whatever is suitable for that religion in that lifetime. And so there's this deep, deep feeling of self-hatred. And I've noticed myself that I still, even aware of things, have that layer in there. And I'm working through it. It's nothing dramatic, but I've noticed that I still carry that with me. It could come from former lifetimes, and of course also lifetimes that I've been on the other side, and later on I've started to see how awful that was, and started a lot of shame, guilt. People can carry that with them. A lot of people had experienced that they were finally speaking their truths, and they were ousted of their community. They ended up in all kinds of awful places. A lot of us ended up in asylums and things like that, and that all carries with you that there's something wrong with you. You don't deserve love, you don't deserve appreciation, respect, and that can carry with you. It could actually implode, and you can actually take over that conviction as some kind of truth, that there is something wrong with you. I'll also have to mention that, of course, the dark energies obviously are using that. You see at the fashion industry, plastic surgeon, the entire makeup industry, and a lot of industries are are focused on fixing you. There's something wrong with you and we need to fix you, because that's how they manipulate you. You see at commercials, there's so much manipulation going on. Oh, you're going to feel better if you have this lipstick, or you're going to feel better if you use all kinds of substances or things, or you can use this pill and things. It's all focused. Also the health industry, it's all focused on something that can be fixed. And obviously that's what the dark energies do. But if you truly look at the dark energies, ultimately they are based on self-hatred. Their end goal is transhumanism. So they want to fuse things. They want to completely be able to manipulate themselves into the best version that they can imagine. And that's really telling that they don't love themselves either. It's the complete opposite of life. It's like against life. Their entire cult, you could almost call it, is focused on death, on destruction, on hatred, on exactly the opposite of life, of love and things like that. So that's interesting to see. And they of course injected that in our society, and of course in a way to manipulate us, because then they will be the ones that will help us achieve that goal and ultimately become what they want us to become. So it's very interesting to see, because if you truly love yourself exactly the way you are at this moment in this time, no one can manipulate you, and you will be attracting, of course, like-minded energy. So if you love yourself, you will attract people in your life that love you, respect you, will treat you with kindness. So it's very, very important to look at your life, and are there areas where you don't truly love yourself, when you know, and sometimes you have blind spots, I have them as well, so sometimes you're not even aware of that, but you can look at your relationships, your friendships, your job, the environment you're in, family. Do you feel like you can be who you are? Can you be authentic in your relationships? How is someone treating you? Are they treating you with respect? Are they treating you with kindness? Or are they telling you the things you should change, or always nagging you, or always complaining about you? Or that tells you that obviously they treat you a certain way because you let them treat you a certain way. And it tells you that you don't really truly love yourself, because otherwise you wouldn't be with this person or have a relationship or a friendship, or you can just look at things happening in your job, in your life, what is going on. And a lot of us unfortunately have been brought up in a family when there wasn't enough love, or at least the parents weren't capable of showing love because they were brought up in a certain way. And those patterns, of course, just continue until you can change that. So really look at your life, look at how you treat yourself. Are you really kind? Are you not angry with yourself? I can sometimes be very angry with myself, and I believe that has to do with that layer of self-hatred I have on a very, very deep level. Like I've mentioned, it's not dramatic, I'm working through it, but I just want to talk about it because maybe there is some recognition for others as well. That deep down there is still this layer that's there from past lifetimes, maybe even this lifetimes, or at least being triggered in this lifetime, and it's time to heal that. We are here to look at our dark sides, to look at our light sides, and to balance that. And especially when you have that layer of self-hatred or not truly loving yourself, it's so important to also look at the light sides inside of yourself. What do you love about yourself? What do you think are good characteristics? I hope I pronounced that correctly, but really things in yourself that you do, behaviors that you see as loving for yourself. And then of course also look at the things that are not loving, and maybe you can change that, or maybe you can just look into it. What is behind that? Why do you do that? Or why do you still do that? And you can get angry, frustrated with it. It's okay. You can feel through that frustration and that anger, because you need to go deeper. What is behind that? It could be a conviction that you have, that you don't deserve love, that you are awful, that you are evil, that there's something wrong with you. That could be very, very deep with all the experience that you've had so far in lives before this or in this life that there's something awful wrong with you and you need to be punished. It's also, especially with religious lifetimes, that could really left their marks on your life, that you feel like, oh well, I need to be punished, I'm awful, and so I don't deserve this, or so I don't deserve a healthy life. And that could be very deep, even that some of us were unaware that it could be that a very deep layer of conviction. So it's very important to look at that and just dig deeper and dig deeper. There will come a bottom and then you can truly heal this, because that's what we're here for, to truly heal ourselves and truly love ourselves. And when we do that, everything will change, for us at least, because our surroundings will change, the people we will attract to change, the circumstances we attract in our lives will change. So we love ourselves, then that's what we will radiate and send out. And of course we will help humanity with this and create a new world, because people can connect on that as well. But you will draw in people with like-minded energies. That's why it's so important to love ourselves, truly love ourselves. I'd like to leave it at this, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye.